Two different philosophies of war. One built for the invisible kill, the other built to dance with physics.
The Su-35 Flanker is the pinnacle of Russian fourth-generation design, optimized for pure aerodynamic dominance.
The F-35 Lightning II is a flying supercomputer, prioritizing stealth and situational awareness over kinetic acrobatics.
The Flanker is sculpted by the wind tunnel. The Lightning is sculpted by radar reflection mathematics. The Su-35 is a heavyweight champion, massive and imposing. The F-35 is compact, a single-engine strike fighter.
The secret to the Su-35's agility lies here. 3D thrust vectoring nozzles that move in all directions.
By redirecting engine thrust, the jet can pivot around its center of gravity, regardless of airflow.
The F-35 relies on the most powerful fighter engine ever built, delivering 43,000 pounds of raw thrust.
It lacks thrust vectoring for combat maneuvering, relying instead on advanced flight control software.
The Russian jet is covered in control surfaces that work in harmony to manipulate the air.
Stealth geometry compromises aerodynamics. The F-35 has a higher wing loading, affecting sustained turn rates. The Su-35 can perform the Cobra effortlessly, using its body as a massive air brake to force an overshoot.
And this is post-stall maneuverability, flying where other jets would simply fall out of the sky.
The F-35 cannot do a Cobra, but its high angle of attack capability is surprisingly potent.
It can point its nose at a target independent of its vector, a crucial skill in a slow-speed fight. In a sustained turn, the Su-35 keeps its energy better, thanks to its powerful twin engines and lift.
The F-35 bleeds energy quickly in a hard turn. It must end the fight fast or risk becoming a sitting duck. Vertical performance favors the Russian jet, allowing it to climb and accelerate out of danger.
The merge. The moment the fight becomes visual, and maneuverability decides the victor. In a radius fight, the F-35's ability to pull high alpha allows it to bring weapons to bear quickly. In a rate fight, the Su-35's superior sustained turning performance gives it the edge over time.
The Flanker can execute a J-turn, reversing direction instantly using thrust vectoring.
The F-35 counters with the pedal turn, yowing the nose aggressively to take a snapshot.
In a straight-line drag race, the clean aerodynamics of the Su-35 allow for higher top speeds. Even with internal weapons, the F-35 is draggy. The Su-35 is a sleek arrow, despite external missiles. Pilot visibility is excellent in both, but the Su-35 pilot must physically look to track the enemy.
The F-35 pilot can see through the plane itself. Maneuvering to see the enemy is no longer required.
High off-boresight missiles mean the F-35 doesn't need to point its nose to kill. The Su-35 also has helmet-mounted sights, allowing it to fire at extreme angles during a dogfight. In the scissors, the Su-35's ability to control slow-speed flight gives it a dangerous advantage.
The F-35 has an incredible instantaneous turn rate, changing direction violently to get a shot.
But in a long turn, the Su-35 retains energy, eventually getting behind the slower American jet. The F-35 carries huge internal fuel to feed its hungry engine without external drag.
The Su-35 often relies on external tanks, which must be jettisoned to achieve maximum agility.
Roll rates are comparable, but the Su-35's wide wingspan creates more inertia to overcome.
Both jets are unstable by design, kept in the air by computers making thousands of corrections per second.
The F-35 software limits the pilot to 90 G to protect the airframe and the human.
Russian philosophy often allows pilots to override limiters, pushing the machine past its safety margins.
The F-35 avoids the dogfight. The Su-35 invites it.
If the fight is visual, the Su-35 is the superior dancer. But the F-35 is the smarter killer.
Let's simulate a one-on-one merge where stealth has failed, and the fight is on.
The break. Both pilots pull maximum G's to get their nose back on the enemy.
The F-35's instantaneous turn rate brings its nose around faster in the first few seconds.
The Su-35 pilot recognizes the danger and takes the fight into the vertical.
Here, thrust vectoring rules. The Su-35 hangs on its engines, while the F-35 struggles against gravity.
A hammerhead turn puts the flanker on the offensive, diving onto the Lightning.
The F-35 dives, using its drag to force the faster Su-35 to overshoot.
The Su-35 defies physics, braking midair with a controlled flat spin to stay behind the F-35.
The fight enters the phone booth. Low speed. High angle of attack.
The F-35 is rock solid here. Its computers keep it stable where others would stall. The Su-35 is wilder, twitching its nose aggressively with vectoring thrust. In a pure gunfight, the Su-35's agility gives it the upper hand. But the F-35 doesn't need guns. It fires a missile vertically, downwards.
The sky fills with decoys. The outcome is chaos. The F-35 must exit the slow fight. It cannot sustain the dance forever.
The Su-35 gives chase. Its higher top speed makes escape difficult.
But if the F-35 can break visual contact, the fight changes instantly.
Once beyond visual range, the F-35 becomes a ghost again. The Su-35 is blind.
Maneuverability doesn't matter if you can't see your opponent.
In the real world, the merge is a failure of tactics for the F-35 pilot.
The Su-35 dominates the red zone. The F-35 owns the blue zone. Russia has upgraded the Su-35's radar to try and spot stealth fighters, but it's still an uphill battle.
The F-35's maneuverability is information. It moves through gaps in enemy coverage. The Su-35 can supercruise, fly supersonic without afterburners, allowing it to patrol vast areas.
The F-35 is slower, limited to Mach 1.6, and cannot supercruise for long distances.
The Su-35 carries a truckload of missiles. It can afford to miss.
The F-35 carries fewer weapons internally. Every shot must count.
In beast mode, the F-35 sacrifices stealth for firepower, but its maneuverability suffers further.
High tech comes at a cost. The F-35 requires intensive maintenance.
The Su-35 is rugged, built to operate from less than perfect airfields in harsh climates.
The world is divided. Nations choose based on alliances, budget, and doctrine.
Training differs. One trains gladiators, the other trains system administrators.
Quantity has a quality of its own. The F-35 is being built in the thousands.
The Su-35 is the ultimate evolution of the past. The F-35 is the beginning of the future.
Neither flies alone. They are parts of larger, complex war machines.
If they met tomorrow, the winner would be decided by who dictates the terms of the engagement.
Su-35 wins if it drags the F-35 into the mud. A close, slow, visual brawl. F-35 wins if it remains a ghost, striking from the shadows, without ever being seen. Two masters of the sky. One of aerodynamics. One of electronics.
In the end, maneuverability is just one card in the deck, but the Su-35 plays it better than anyone else.